Camera, there you
Okay,
go.
it's 9
Can't
o'clock.
cancel that. Okay.
Clock. You're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements.
Hello and happy New Year's Eve day. This is Clinton Davis with your local CHMA News. On Monday, I brought you part one of this little end-of-year series, Tantramar in 2025, according to CHMA News. It's based on the main news stories covered and articles published on our site. I didn't focus on the likely hundreds of briefs that went out, and to us briefs are shorter stories, just due to the absolute volume. But we aimed to cover the stories that mattered most from January to April in the last episode: council decisions, environment, housing pressure, and the realities of the additional strain in amalgamated Tantramar create. Today, it's Summer in Sackville, and actually with myself, Erica Butler, and Laura McMillan reporting, while the news always maintained a side focus on Amherst and Memram Cook as well. We also saw stories branch into Dorchester, Midgick, and of course, Centre Village. And as always, we covered the arts. But summer in Tantramar is usually when things slow down, at least until August festivals. In 2025, they didn't. Between May and August, council chambers stayed busy, public meetings still filled up, and long-running conversations around environment, housing, and governance took on new urgency. This is where issues ceased being only concepts on paper and turned into realities to deal with for the good, and time will tell the bad and the possibly ugly. Like I mentioned in part one, this look back is not necessarily chronological. What I'm talking about with the possibly ugly, and I don't know the answer to that, is energy. On July 14th, 2025, one issue landed in the lap of council as well as the public with a metaphorical force comparable to 10 jet turbine engines. And Tantramar found out about it through social media. NB Power announced plans for a 10-turbine natural gas power plant in Centre Village. It's a 25-year commitment to gas-burning infrastructure located in the middle of the Chignecto Isthmus. NB Power explained that the plant would operate only a small percentage of the time, intended to help meet peak electricity demand and provide voltage support and overall grid stability, with turbines spinning but not always generating power. The utility described the project as a reliability measure rather than a base load power source, and required in order to support a future of more renewable energy sources and newer technologies. The Green Party MLA Megan Minton responded by questioning both the need for the project and its long-term implications, warning that a 25-year investment in gas infrastructure runs counter to climate goals and risks locking the province into fossil fuel dependence at a critical moment. The announcement rippled far and wide. It was picked up by CBC, CTV, and outlets across the province and beyond. But locally, the impact was immediate. For a region that had spent years centering on environmental protection, climate adaptation, and reconciliation, from wetlands conservation to relationships with Fort Folly First Nation, even not government related, but instances of land being given back or sold to other certain organizations. The project itself wasn't a municipal decision. However, it quickly became a municipal conversation, overshadowing a number of meetings that would follow in council, especially with the public engagement and involvement. Council was working towards turning the Sackville Civic Centre into a net zero emissions facility, and this fell in their lap, and the proposal felt abrupt. Council didn't have the power to approve or reject the project, but often meetings appeared to become a forum where residents pressed for clarity, accountability, and public positioning. So for a council that had already spent time working through governance, their own bylaws, and how to operate, this added that extra pressure. And this is how residents kept issues alive. One of the defining features of the summer meetings was how the residents used them. Public question periods became a tool, and it wasn't just individual residents acting on their own. Community organizations and advocacy groups helped shape questions, shared information, and coordinated when and how concerns were raised at Council. And of course, these power issues have not been resolved, and we're going to continue with that in part 3. But let's talk about housing. The housing made progress. The Fresh Winds Housing Co-op moved closer to reality with provincial support. Habitat for Humanity welcomed new homeowners in Sackville, and at the same time, cooperative and non-market housing projects were advancing across Tantramar. On York Street, a large 7-story development moved forward, marking one of the most significant additions to Sackville's housing stock in years. But even as projects advanced, the limits were clear. Demand continued to outpace supply. Affordability remains a concern, and no single development, no matter how large, could meet the scale of need on its own. Housing didn't disappear as an issue. It multiplied. More sites, more models, more people to the region, and more urgency heading into the fall and winter. There were zoning changes and density debates also continuing in the background as Council wrestled with how to allow more housing while balancing neighborhood concerns. And regarding climate directly, not every climate story announced itself. Back in July, CHMA News reached out to some professionals regarding some things I'd noticed, like lilac in Dorchester that didn't bloom at all in 2024, as well as in 2025, a number of maple trees with leaves browning in the early July months. We didn't hear back, but very shortly after that, drought in New Brunswick became the main topic. It was a dry summer across much of New Brunswick. Drought conditions were real. They formed part of the backdrop, especially as Tantramar residents expressed concern about the quality of and amount of their well water with the proposed NB power plant. Also, water infrastructure showed signs of strain. Public works staff talked openly about vulnerability. Conservation projects moved forward quietly. There were concerns around marshland resilience and long-term flood planning. Summer also brought reminders of how much the region relies on systems working as intended. The water treatment plant needed upgrades. A new fire hall was approved in Dorchester for about twice the originally budgeted price due to tariffs in the States, and a hazmat spill in Olac tested emergency response coordination. But still, there was culture, and Tantramar also had fun. Against all of this backdrop, it was summer. Sappy Fest marked its 20th year anniversary, and Festival by the Marsh celebrated new work and familiar faces. The Johnson Mills and the Sandpiper Festival drew people back to the marshes, and it all added to the flair and artistic culture that is Sackville, New Brunswick, and a lot of Tantramar. Volunteers, artists, organizers, they showed up, and they helped make the summer special. By the end of August, very little felt wrapped up. Energy questions were still live. Housing pressure remained. Climate stress lingered in the background, and the structure of decision-making itself still was part of the story, as Council debated whether or not to publicly oppose the gas plant. As fall approached, students returned, the budget for 2026 came into focus, and the same issues that ruffled Council all year continued, but with higher stakes. So by the time summer wrapped up, Tantramar was heading into fall with that same momentum. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, or corrections, please email news@chmafm.com. In part 3 of this series, we'll look at how those tensions carried into the final months of 2025. And on that note, the 34th annual Dorchester Polar Dip takes place tomorrow, continuing a New Year's tradition that began as a dare among friends more than 3 decades ago. The event traces its roots back to Brian McLean, Dana Holmes, and Paul Spence, who jumped into a frozen pond on New Year's Day after a New Year's Eve challenge at Dorchester's Legion. Started as a joke and quickly became an annual fundraiser and community event. Today, the Polar Dip draws participants from near and far, firefighters on hand, costumes engaged, and icy water guaranteed. I'll be there. I won't be jumping. The dip is traditionally followed by a New Year's levee at Keeler House. The organizers are encouraging anyone interested to sign up and take part or come out to cheer on the jumpers and help kick off the new year in Dorchester and Tantramar, New Brunswick. So once again, Happy New Year's. For CHMA Local News, I'm Clinton Davis.
And thanks, Clinton Davis, for all you do.
Hola, soy Andy, mejor conocido como Panda Mesh, y estás escuchando CHMA 106.9 FM en Sackville, New Brunswick.
And thanks to Diego for all you do as well. I'm your host, James Anderson. It is now currently 9:10 in the morning. And right now we have your Atlantic update. But lo and behold, their Canadian press are still on holiday, so we don't have any regional news for you. But what we do have is we can just move that segment of what we would normally consider the community updates. And we'll just put that here right now. Community updates. There is... there's a polar New Year's polar dip that we talked about just before the 9 o'clock hour. That's coming in tomorrow. The Greater Dorchester Moving Forward Co-op and the Dorchester Fire Department are putting that on tomorrow at 1 p.m. There's a barbecue, and there'll be the Ladysmith Manors doing a little event after that by the fire, so you can check that out. The Sackville Film Society has released its programming schedule for winter 2026. There's 16 films screened from January 8th through April 23rd. The first film called Clairtone is going to be screened on the 8th. It's a documentary by the classic Canadian stereo system that won design awards and then fell into obscurity. Of course, the Film Society is a Thursday night, 7:30 at the Amherst Theatre. Memberships are $160 for the whole season, or you can get tickets at the door for $12. And the Sackville Wall Sports Hall of Fame is open for nominations. If you know a standout athlete, builder, team, or community sport leader, now is the time to nominate them. You can find more information at tanchmarnb.com or by visiting the municipal offices. The election committee will meet and choose inductees by mid-February. And if I remember correctly, I believe the Crown of Winterfest is still also open for nominations. We also have the Tantramar Seniors College courses are now online and open for registration. You can browse the courses at tanchamarsseniorscollege.wordpress.com. Classes are run in person in Amherst, Sackville, Shediac, and Greater Moncton area. Registration is from January 10th to 12th and online only. If you need, you can contact the TSC co-coordinators at 506-364-2780. Classes being January 26. And if you live on or spend time at Silver Lake, if you're interested in helping improve the water quality at Silver Lake, EOS Eco Energy is excited to announce they recently received funding to start the Silver Lake Association. The association helps with volunteering, monitoring, promoting public awareness, and advocating for government support. You can sign up to learn more by reaching out to 506-364-4478. Or you can email water@eosecoenergy.com. And then, we'll get to that. And I have a weather update coming up for you right now. Let's just go over to Environment Canada, do a little refresh, make sure that it is accurate. Current conditions are observed as -11 with the wind chill at -17. Indeed, it is chilly out there today. But it's sunny. It's a beautiful day walking in here. Big blue sky. Just a couple of clouds coming through there. Wind southwest 20, gusting to 40. High of -8. Wind chill -20 this morning, -15 this afternoon. Tonight, for New Year's Eve, increased cloudiness, 30% chance of flurries overnight. Wind up to 15 kilometers an hour. Low of -10, except -17 inland. Wind chill -16 this evening. For the first day of 2026, periods of snow, about 2 centimeters. Wind becoming east 20 kilometers an hour in the afternoon. High of -1. Wind chill -12 in the morning and -5 in the afternoon. For Thursday night, snow, windy, low of -9. For Friday, January the 2nd, flurries with a high of -8. Friday night, clear, low of -14. Mix of sun and cloud, high of -10. On Saturday and Saturday night, clear with a low of -17. Mix of sun and cloud again on Sunday with a high of -13. Sunday night, cloudy periods with a low of -20. Mix of sun and cloud again for Monday, January the 5th, high of -12. And Monday night, cloudy with a 60% chance of flurries and a low of -12. Cloudy with a 60% chance of flurries on January the 6th, the Tuesday, a high of -1. And there we go. And right now I'm going to get Brian Nielsen and your sports update. This is the fast version. Take it away, Brian.
4 games in the NBA last night saw the Philadelphia 76ers outlast the Memphis Grizzlies 139-136 in overtime. The Boston Celtics with a 10-point victory over the Utah Jazz on the road, 129-119 final there. Pistons back on their winning ways. They defeat the Lakers by 22 out in California, 128-106. And finally, it was the Los Angeles Clippers staying hot with a 131-90 victory over the Sacramento Kings at home. For 5 games in the NHL last night, the Maple Leafs shut out the Devils 4-0. Canadians skipped by the Panthers in Florida in overtime 3-2. It was the Penguins all over the Hurricanes, a 5-1 final there. The New York Islanders went to a shootout against Chicago, and they defeated the Blackhawks 3-2. And it was the Philadelphia Flyers doubling up on the Vancouver Canucks 6-3 out in the Pacific Northwest. And finally in the PWH, it was the second place Minnesota Frost over the third place Toronto Scepters, winning 5-1. Tonight's game sees Vancouver visit New York.
And that was Brian Nielsen with your very quick sports update. We'll have that again at 12 and 5. Of course, I'll be back for the 12 o'clock hour. A couple of local announcements, and then we'll move out of our news section.
You're invited to a New Year's levee at the Keeler House Museum, 4974 Main Street, Dorchester on January 1st, 2026, 1 p.m. Warm up by the fire after the polar dip, enjoy some yummy chili, soup, other treats. Hosted by the Westmoreland Historical Society. See you there.
Do you live on or spend time at Silver Lake and are interested in improving the water quality? EOS Eco Energy is excited to announce they've recently received funding to start the Silver Lake Association. This association will help with volunteering, monitoring, promoting public awareness, and advocating for government support. You can sign up to learn more by reaching out to water at eosecoenergy.com or by calling 506-536-4487. And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantjamar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com. Okay, it is 9:17 on this beautiful New Year's Eve. Blue sky, good weather, sun is out, feels great. Let's get some music going. I have Wild Little Spring with the track Paths, Ambunyar with Give Me More, Karen Carpenter with Act Your Age, and that'll take us to about 9:25. I'll be here till 9:30 with you. And again, of course, you got any events or anything that's happening, some shout outs, some birthdays, anything at all, let us know. We want to know. We want to get it on air, and not just now, but at any time at all. We are always interested in trying to get the word out about anything that you're doing, and that's the thing. Also going to mention that applications are now open for winter shows. I'm chuckling because we always accept show promos, but in the past we've never done open calls before. And but it's good to do the open call just as a signifier that just to remind people. But we're looking for some winter shows. It's a great way to spend those. How long is our winter? Is it 4 months? Is it 5 months? I remember it might not be June until it's super warm, but it is a great way. It's a great way to spend those dark winter evenings. And we've got lots of different ways. We have a lot of different ways that you can contribute to community radio. Primary number one way is coming into the booth. People absolutely love coming in here. There's something that is, just really wonderful about coming in, being live on the mic like this. And that's definitely when we survey the folks about how they do their shows, I'll vote for being on the live mic as the number one way of doing it. But that's not always the best way for your lifestyle or workflow, and we have lots of alternative ways. We can have pre-recorded shows. We've got set up live from home, just like Bonsai Jack Ketty is coming live from his house on the, I believe it's the Amherst Shore. I don't even know where Jack lives anymore, but he's moved around a couple of times. But he's coming in live. So we have him set up each week. He does a 2-hour show, and that's live from home. So we can help you with that as well. The pre-record is good because if you have a busy schedule, then you can still get to that time slot, or maybe you're not available when you might want to do a midnight show, but can't necessarily stay up till midnight to do that thing, and that is totally fine. We've got lots of different kinds of ways to do shows because there's a million different kinds of ways to do shows, and we have all that kind of stuff figured out. If you got some wild idea, we love them. Did you? That's. I can't even, that's, if you wanted to do one from the park bench downtown with an open mic, just yammering into the mic, we can make that happen, for sure. So we've got all the technology and things figured out. You just have to bring some enthusiasm and some great ideas, and we want to make it happen. So if you're inspired to do any of that, go over to chmafm.com and click on the Get Involved. And there you can either submit the show if you know what it is, just drop it in there and we'll take a look at it right away and get back to you about scheduling training. The training is partially technical, but also just kind of going over the standards and all those kinds of things because we are still CRTC federally regulated. We've got rules and regulations that we have to adhere to make good, conscientious community programming. So training usually only takes about 40 minutes. To be honest. And then we kind of have divisions if you wanted to get into using the turntables. Then we would add that on as a secondary kind of training session or pre-recording. So we don't go through everything at first. We get you kind of set up to be live on the mic, and then everything kind of unfolds from there depending on which direction you want to go into. Maybe you want to contribute to daytime hosting, just like myself and Kimmy and Maya Noel and Siley and Craig and Eric. That's even different than how the volunteers do their shows. So we are always excited to get people on. I got a preference right now for the daytime hosting, but I like doing the freeform volunteer stuff. And it's been a while since I've done a show of my own, but maybe that's what my New Year's resolution is going to be, is to do 52 episodes of a show for CHMA this year. That would be a pretty fun thing to do. I'd have a couple hours to get that together, but that's one that just came to mind. So I'm going to think a little more about that because it has been it's been a hot minute since I've done a show. Just reach out to us. We're always here to help you. What else was I going to mention? Right. Just besides doing a radio show, they call the radio shows other things these days. The kids, how the kids are. If you're interested in live podcasting or podcasting, then we just put together a new podcasting studio over the past fall, and we took the fall to kind of take a look at things and see what needed to be changed. We had some suggestions and made some adjustments, and we're still getting there, but we feel that it's a pretty amazing podcasting studio for 3 people to go live on the mic with not a lot of experience. You can bring your own computer, you can use one of ours, but it's a pretty great room. But we also offer live podcasting where that is, you come in live on the booth, go live on air and do your thing, and our system automatically records that and posts it to different platforms. Right now we're posting to YouTube and Spotify and Apple Music. All you have to do is just jump on the mic and use the board as you would, and it goes to those places. Or maybe you're not interested really in supporting any of those platforms, which is perfectly fine with us because it also gets posted on chmafm.com that you can share directly to your folks, your community, or depending on whatever, maybe it's a Reddit group or it's Discord, or maybe it's just in an email. It's a link, it's there, it gets saved, and you can subscribe to it, and you can be free of all those platforms if you wanted to. You can still share without having to make billionaires more billionaire. But anyway, that's just to say I've been talking for a while, but we want to get you involved. Give us a shout. CHMA at station at chmafm.com. Back to the music. Wild Little Spring with the track Paths, Ambangyar with Give Me More, and Kieran Campbell with Act Your Age.
Wandering down the lane seems familiar, though was filled with creatures unseen. It's been an age, but I still know their names. Still know their names. And I will follow. And the paths made before me. Fox runs ragged, ragged over dusky fields. The way runs jagged as a million footsteps press the earth down. Where have they gone now? Traded all they had and sailed for distant lands. But the paths will always bring them, bring them, bring them home. Where the blackbird sings. And I will follow. And the paths made before me. Skylark sings her energy song. While the waves still shake the land. Traversing the face of things that they before. Memories smoothed by the sand. Memories, memories, sing for me. Wandering down the lane seems familiar 'cause I've been here 1,000 times before.
Am I in competition? Am I your first position? You say I'm all you're needing, then you just come up missing. Keep it consistent with me, baby. Stop playing with me. Don't bring me down on my knees. I can't keep going like this. Give me more. I need more. Give me more. I need more. Give me more. I need more. Give me more. I need more.